All right, guys, sit down. Put a pillow behind the back. All right. If you're new here, I've been waiting all day. You make me wait. Time's a wasting. I'm kidding. If you're returning, same with you. Where you been? Huh? Come on. It's been a long day. I found this out and I said, you got to be joking. Again, here we go. We talked about this for how long? The infant formula shortage. Well, guess what? It's not stopping. Okay? They don't expect a relief until when? Next spring. Yeah. So, this is a nearly year-long infant formula shortage in the United States that prompted the intervention of the White House. And it's likely to persist until spring. Okay? And that is according to the biggest brand in the market, which is Enfamil. Now, parents who have been panicking, really, they haven't stopped panicking because it's still hard to come by. And they had earlier this year emptied the baby formula aisle at supermarkets after a former top U.S. manufacturer, Abbott Laboratories, you remember them, okay, in February. And they recalled dozens of types like Similac, Elementum, L-Care for formula, okay? But where did we find them? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give you one guess. Go ahead. At the southern border. So the products made a plant in Michigan were pulled after complaints of bacterial infections. No, it didn't. Anyway, so supermarkets like Target's, Walgreens, they were forced to limit its sales, putting pressure on the administration. No, it didn't. To address the crisis, right? And the White House, just this past May, took steps to address the shortage. Not really, but they invoked the Defense Production Act to help manufacturers obtain the ingredients needed to ramp up supply. Not really, but supplies are yet to return to normal since the peak of the crises in May and in June. Despite the U.S. making progress in replenishing the stocks. So they said, well, the guy, his name is Robert Cleveland, okay? He's the Rickett Senior Vice President of North America and Europe Nutrition. Yeah. He said, I suspect that will persist to some degree until spring resets. When we talk about the crises, we talk about the conditions of the shelves and how they appear to consumers and how well that shelf meets their needs. Aye. Anyway, so the rival manufacturer, Perrigo Company, declined to comment, while the maker of Aptamil did not immediately respond for any kind of request for comment, okay? Since the Abbott recall, it, all the baby formula shortage, all right, skyrocketed, making it the #1 supplier in the United States. So this British company has yet to see its newfound popularity recede. As Cleveland said, it's just over 50% of the market, has remained relatively unchanged since earlier this year. Its top position has been further boosted by the United States, saying it will temporarily cover the cost of baby formula for low-income families dependent on government discounts in states contracted with the company. But companies normally bid for state contracts to be sole provider of baby formula for low-income families. And what I mean by that is like WIC, okay, which is called Women, Infants, and Children, okay? And what they do is they bid, Okay, they offer a rebate in the form of discounts to these certain states. All right, now the government's intervention, which aimed at incentivizing firms to boost supplies, effectively covers that rebate. And they said that its formula factories are operating 24/7, and it was feeding more than 40% of all low-income WIC infants, or women, infants, and children, infants. So certainly at some point in the future, they expect that the United States Department of Agriculture will want to return the program to normal. Define normal, okay? You still have families that are traveling over state lines just to find infant formula. You have people going to other, like, they're switching their, like, if you were to go on Amazon, you can switch it from United States to Canada just to have formula shipped here. So please tell me how this is going to return to normal. You still have women and families who are using DIY. And then you have pediatricians saying, no, 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 don't do that because it's dangerous. So now they're saying what we're telling them is to give us enough notice. How much notice do you need? Give you enough notice? You've had this entire year to see what's going on. They said, but to put essentially a date on the calendar. Are you joking? A date on the calendar? No. You've had this whole time. They said they don't want to try to shock the system by making it happen too quickly. Well, I'm sorry, but you know what you're doing? You're actually shocking infants and children's bellies by not giving them enough nutrition and food. So that's what's being shocked right now. That's the systems that are being shocked right now. They said they need time to adjust because we'll just have to adjust our production. We'll have to adjust our distribution. No, you need to adjust your way of doing business. You need to adjust your attitude. That's what needs to be adjusted. Nothing else needs to be adjusted. God's sakes. All right, guys, I'm out of here. All right. I appreciate you. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.